How to get Facebook ads to send you coaching clients who actually have money. Well, let's talk about that because so many coaches struggle with attracting people, but they don't have any money or they only buy their low ticket stuff and never want to buy the full coaching package, even though they tell you on the calls that they're excited to work with you and you're the greatest thing I've ever met and you're going to be an amazing coach. And then they're like, well, I just don't have any money. So how do we attract people using Facebook ads who actually have the money? Well, first thing you gotta do is realize Facebook is the best place. They have the most data on your ideal client. They know who they are. They're tracking all their every move. Facebook's tracking what people are clicking on, what they like, what they comment on, all that stuff. They're always tracking it to know who they should reach and who's doing what. So for that reason, it's really the best place to be getting clients. Now, I want to talk about 3 different things that you can do to get them to send you clients with money, okay? The first thing we have to do is we've got to use the right audience. Now, there's a number of audiences that you can use with Facebook ads. The first type of audience you can use is just straight up called interest groups. It's people who are interested in Tony Robbins, Oprah Winfrey, whatever. They're just interested in an interest group, okay? The problem with interest groups is they're pretty broad, they're not that qualified, and Facebook doesn't really use them as much. And there's a reason for that, and I'm going to explain that right now. So you can use interest groups. The other problem with interest groups is Facebook is constantly pulling them out, and they're not adding new ones, as far as I've ever seen. So the second type of audience targeting that you can use is called lookalike audiences. And those are audiences of people who look like the people you're reaching. So you might have an email list, you can use that. And Facebook will find the people who look like those people. Those are very good audiences, and we have a lot of success with those. And then once you're really going and you have a lot of people who are in your stuff and clicked on your ads and registered, you can just go open targeting and target based on just straight up anybody who's on Facebook, and Facebook will find your ideal people. The other thing you can do is you can target by income, okay? Household income. So you can layer any one of the above that I've talked to you about based on household income. So top 5% of household income, 10%, 25%, and 50%. So that can work too, okay? So we have options that we can use in order to find your ideal client. So we need to use the right audience. Now, your job, you've got to figure out where do you want to start, what is the right audience, and go from there. So that's the first thing to get them to clients with money. Try income targeting, try finding interest groups that are super targeted, use a lookalike audience, that type of thing. Number 2, the second thing you want to do is use what's called retargeting. Okay, so what this is when you launch an ad and you're running it and it's going, well, you're going to get people who are going to hit your registration page and they're just not going to register, right? Probably 20% of people will register, which leaves 80% who won't. So what do we do with that 80%? Well, let's say 100 people hit your webinar or your email registration page or whatever it is, your ebook or whatever. 100 people hit it, 20 don't give you their name or email address. That leaves 80 people. Well, guess what? Facebook is tracking those people. And what Facebook can do is we can create another ad for super cheap and run it to those 80 people, right? And you times that by 80 a day, right? If you're getting 80, 100 a day or whatever it is. And then it's called a remarketing campaign or retargeting campaign. So we can go after them and send them something else. The nice thing about it, it's going to be super cheap. It's going to be a very small audience, but they usually convert really well because they've already seen your stuff, but they didn't take action. So now they're like, oh, I've seen that. Yeah, okay, cool. I like that. Okay, so converts very well. We've seen it convert very well. And it's, again, very cheap, couple bucks a day, that type of thing. So no more than 20% of your main budget. So if your main budget's 20 bucks a day, you wouldn't spend more than 4 on retargeting, ideally even around 2. Okay, so it's incredibly cheap. But we found the ROI to be really good, all right? So that's what you're going to do secondly. Now, the third, with retargeting, let me just pause there. You can also, what you can do with that is you can do different steps of the process. Maybe somebody registered for your thing but didn't book a call with you to find out about your coaching. So then what we can do is you can run an ad for like $1 a day to people who hit your calendar but didn't book a call. And then you can send them an email, a ad saying, hey, you didn't book a call, you should book a call, blah, 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 that type of thing. All right, so that's how powerful it is. So the first thing we want to use is the right audience. The second thing we want to do is retarget to people. Now, the third thing is extremely important. It's the most important of the three in order to get them to send you clients with money. Now, before I get to that, what I need you to do is 2 quick things. First off, hit the like button so that I know you like this video so that I can create more of them for you. So hit that like button right away. Second thing is hit the subscribe button somewhere around here. That way, when you hit that subscribe button, I'll know that you actually, that when my next round of videos come out, that you can get them, you'll know about them, because we're constantly creating new videos, and you're not going to know about them unless you hit that like button or the subscribe button. And the other thing is the videos that we're creating. Remember, I spent almost $1 million a year on Facebook ads, and then I share with what I'm learning and give it to you. So I give it to you on these videos for free. All right, so you don't want to miss out on any one of them, because one of them could potentially change your life. So that's what we got to do there, okay? Now, the third way to get Facebook to send you clients with money is you need to repel the wrong people on your ad. This is very, very important, all right? So most people are trying to get the right people. That is important on your ad, but it's more important to make sure the wrong people don't click on it. Why? Because what Facebook will do is if you get clicks, too many from clicking from who are the wrong people, Facebook's then going to start sending them your ad. Okay, so if you get too many broke people, all that kind of stuff. And I'm going to explain how to do that. So what you want to do is you want to call out what is it that the right people have as attributes that in their brain to be like, I need that would also repel the wrong people. Okay, so here's what let's talk about a couple scenarios here. So for example, say you're a life coach and you help people with goals and stuff like that. Well, sure, that's great. You're gonna, hey, I got this amazing goal setting journal, you should sign up for it or whatever, right? Or goal setting webinar. Well, that's good. But the problem is you're gonna get a lot of people who are broke going like, oh, I'd love that. That's cool too. And it's free. Yeah, for sure. So how do you stop them from clicking your ad? Well, you qualify your ad in a way so that it's going to make them not want to click it. Now, you can't tell them not to click it because they'll just make them mad and then they'll just click and click and click. So you have to do it strategically. How? What we're going to do is we're going to say, hey, are you working 60 hours a week and you're stressed out and all these issues and you make at least 6 figures a year? This video is for you. Now, what's going to do is somebody who's like unemployed, they're going to be like, oh, that's not me. I don't want to do that. I don't care about that. You see what I'm doing there? And so I'm qualifying them by projecting something at them on the ad that deters them from wanting to click on it. And then the right people are like, oh, yeah, that's totally me. I'm just like working 7 days a week. I don't know how to do this anymore. And then you're going to get that right person. All right? So that's what you need to do on those 3 people. So those are 3 tips that you need to know on getting Facebook ads to send you clients with money. Now, the next thing I want you to do is click in the description or the pinned post. There's a link there to an upcoming webinar on the 300-word ad method and snowball system I've used to build a 6-figure per month coaching business, and what's working right now using this 300-word ad Facebook ads method. So click that link, sign up for the upcoming webinar, and I'm going to reveal to you the 3 things you need to be doing right away. All the mistakes that the most gurus are telling you that you should be doing, which are wrong. All the mistakes I've been made investing millions into Facebook ads, and what you can do to get your ads up fast and start getting clients. So hit the link, get registered for that webinar.